All right, today we're going to talk about cancel culture. Can anybody be canceled? You'll find out. Stay tuned.
Hi, and welcome to the Boyd Life, where today we're going to talk about what my husband calls, and I guess they call it cancel culture. I think what it might mean, and I'm going to let him elaborate on it, but sometimes I'll watch programs or little things on TikTok or something else, and they'll say this material was taken down. Is that? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Well, cancel culture is when people disagree with what somebody's saying, instead of just turning it off or not watching them, they try to get rid of them. And that way they silence them.
Yeah.
And so and a lot of it is mostly in political analysts or people on the internet and things like that are either way right or way left, and people don't want to hear that. And so they just say, well, don't listen to this person. Don't do this. We're not going to buy anything that they recommend. We're not going to listen to them. We want them off the air. So instead of having a conversation and listening to the other side, they just don't want to hear it. So they get rid of it.
Well, does that mean that we could be canceled? Or at least some of our programs, maybe we wouldn't be canceled.
Yeah, we would
some
hope
of what we
not,
talk
because
about?
what we profess is we want to hear all sides.
Yeah.
We want to hear. We're not just pushing an agenda.
But
we're not pushing an agenda. We're just saying, hey, we notice this in life. We notice that this is not being talked about. I think it needs to be talked about. So we're just saying, think about this. We're not saying you got to believe our way.
Well, how about this? If people don't like you, if they don't like anything that you talk about, why watch?
Yeah, that's
I don't. If I see something and that doesn't interest me or whatever, or I start watching something and I'm like, well, okay, I'm not liking this or whatever. I'll just go on.
Well, that's the.
I don't say terrible, use bad words. Like comment with bad stuff or contact somebody and say they need to be taken off for this whatever comment they made on.
Well,
I don't do that. I just go by.
Here's the idea. I finally get to talk.
Yeah.
So here's the idea that instead of trying to get rid of something, here's a clue. Don't watch it. If somebody offends you, or if there's a TV show out that you don't like, we just don't watch it. We don't go out and say, you got to take that off the air. You got to take that off the. Why take it off the air? They can talk about anything. You don't have to watch it, or you can comment and say, I don't like that. So express your opinion that you don't like it.
There's a lot of stuff that I don't like on network television.
And so we don't watch it.
So we don't watch it, because it's amazing how much television has changed. I would rather watch some of the old stuff, and I'm talking old stuff.
Yeah, we don't, but we still don't watch a lot of the old stuff because times have really changed and the quality is so much better now. But the thing is, and I guess you can say you can be speaking out both sides of your mouth, because there are things that we don't like and we wish weren't on TV, but the way we express that is
only
by
for young people usually.
The way we express that is we don't
We
watch
don't
it.
watch it.
So that's the way that we express what we don't like. We don't watch the things that we don't like. Now, if I don't like them and I don't watch them, why would I say we need to cancel that? Because when you start canceling things because you don't agree with them, that's a dangerous road to go down, because then it becomes, well, if you don't like it and they don't like it, and then they get rid of that, then they get rid of this, and they get rid of this because they don't like something you did. And then all of a sudden there's nothing out there to watch because everybody has an opinion and it offends somebody, and something is always going to offend somebody. So I don't agree with absolutely making a law that this can't be done and this can't be done and this can't be done, because you start getting to the point where does it stop?
Well, and does cancel culture, does that kind of go towards the people that were tearing down statues and knocking over, things that
Trying
are,
to get rid of our past.
Historical.
Yeah, try to get rid of our
you
past.
Cannot. Have they never heard the thing? You cannot change the past, but you can learn from it.
Right.
You can learn from it. If there's something that happened that was bad, you could do that. But that's like our flag has a meaning and a purpose, just like our national anthem. You don't cancel those.
Nope.
And are we getting too many non-Americans, in our country? I don't know. Plus, I've never believed in this thing where you change something because a few people complain and don't like it. That isn't how we should do things.
No.
And I don't complain, I don't say, oh, that religion, we shouldn't have that, we need to get rid of that. Don't get rid of my Christian beliefs and religion and stuff, and I won't get rid of all of yours.
And that's it, where this all started, is like tearing down statues of people that were slave owners. Well, at that time, that's the way the United States was. That's why we had a civil war. We had a civil war because there were slave owners and there were people that didn't think anybody should be a slave, which we all agree on, that there shouldn't be slaves. That's like Roman times or whatever. Nobody should be a slave. The United States is a free country. It doesn't just say, oh, no, you're free, you're not free. No, that's not the way it is. Everybody's free. So, yes, that was a bad time. It was corrected, or tried to be corrected then. Now, down the line, there were still people that are stupid, and they try to promote that slavery was good. It wasn't. It was never good. But you don't tear down history. You change the future. And that's what we need to do. We need to improve every day. It's never going to be 100%.
No, you don't
good.
Force your beliefs on everybody else, or your way of life on everybody else.
And that goes both ways.
Yes.
See, that's what we're saying. It goes both ways.
But who was it that said, I don't know if I heard this from Candace or who I heard this from, but a lot of the slaves that were sent over here were sent by other, people of their own race, sending them over here. There were people of their own race here who had a lot of their own race as slaves for them. Even in history, when I don't remember being taught that in school, but it is history. It's historical fact.
And it was, we're never saying any of it that was right. And that's what happened in the United States. It caused a huge civil war.
And
it's still and racism still goes on today.
It's
terrible.
It's worse than it was.
It was
back in
before.
in the early 2000s or whatever. It's worse, and
my
in
dad-
some ways at least. And I don't know why, because I thought we were getting by
Better.
all of that.
Yeah, and my dad always taught us that it didn't matter skin, it didn't matter whatever they look like, it didn't matter. Treat them all with respect, and they will respect you.
Yes.
And that's the way you have to go through life. I don't care what nationality you are, what language you speak. If you treat me right, I'll treat you right. End of story. And hopefully some people will learn from that it doesn't matter how you were born, where you were born, as long as you do the right things, you're good.
It's like I have grown. I have gotten better as I have gotten, older and been able as an adult to, make my own decisions and everything. But individuals, there are individuals you don't like or bad individuals in any race, color, creed, national origin, whatever you call it, and they're bad and they're good. And so you have to judge everyone individually, don't you think?
That's right. Yeah. And so that's all we can say is that let's get back to talking. Let's keep back to going to a middle ground. The nation was founded on middle ground. And right now, you're one or the other. And I don't like that.
Well,
and it doesn't get anything.
It causes divides.
It's all it is divide. You're either
Can't
this or
cancel
that.
this person
You're
out.
not in the middle. Let's get to the middle. All right. So anyway, that's all we got about that. Hopefully, we make sense. And like, comment, share the Boyd Life. We appreciate a thumbs up.
Subscribe.
Like us.
Is it
Tell your
subscribe?
friends. Yeah, subscribe.
Subscribe. Okay.
Tell your friends about us, the Boyd Life channel. And hopefully we get some conversation. Comment on what you think.
And join us again next time.
All right. We'll see you down the line. Bye.
Bye.